ground, drop a pick on them. I get chilly going ham, it get sick on them. New Ferrari hit the ground, drop a pick on them. It get chilly going ham, I get sick on them. These niggas talk a lot, my dollar's up a lot. Hall of Fame, you're a step and got me up a notch. Drop some cash on her ass for she be on blocks. I'm a gangster so they notice when I hit the spot. It's illegal decorated, gotta keep a Glock. Plus I'm living with no smut, mean I'm at the top.
What's the good old big deal? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. Y'all already know what time it is. It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to bring you another one like the other one. So yesterday, you know what I'm saying, I was chilling, you know what I'm saying, good Girl Scout packs. And I was reading and responding to some of the comments from yesterday. And a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying, be trolling, you know what I'm saying, page no subscribers or a few subscribers, you know what I'm saying. Y'all be having a lot of negativity. And let me just address this real brief before I get on with Hot Topics and get the fans what they came here for. Man, look, anybody sliding up with any negativity can suck it, bro. That's exactly what it is, bro. And if you see me, bro, out in public, bro, you feel me, do what you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that, bro. I'm a regular everyday citizen out here, bro. Secondly, bro, I'm not trying to be who you guys want me to be or who you think I should be or what you dudes rationalize a real nigga is. Because everybody say they real niggas. Real niggas is like assholes. Everybody got one. And the definition of a real nigga is usually the person that's saying they a real nigga. Bro, I am not a real nigga, bro. I am me, bro. You feel me? I am me, bro. I am just being me. I ain't trying to be nobody else. I ain't trying to put no extras on it, bro. I ain't trying to put no cut on it, bro. I'ma serve it how it is, bro. If there's any mistakes and mishaps, bro, you know we gonna clean it out. And that's just what it is and how it go, man. So allow me to get to the story, man. So the reason for me telling this story and what triggered the story is I was watching a podcast channel, man, Gangsters Collectives, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gangsters Collectives, you know what I'm saying? From what I gather of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? It seems, you know what I'm saying, he was an active Norte 14 at one time. You know what I'm saying? The first time I came across him, he had did a segment on my homie Tiny Solo. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Tiny Solo, you feel me? Mikey, you feel me? From 83rd Street, you know what I'm saying? Rest his soul, you feel me? He had did a piece on him about the time he had met him back in CYA and how, you know what I'm saying, Tiny Solo was one of the downest dudes that he ever ran into, you know what I'm saying? Small in height, but the heart of a giant. So, fast forward. Yesterday, I had ran across a few segments from Gangsters Collectives, and one of them was pertaining to Puff Daddy. And is the blacks gonna do anything to Puff Daddy in jail? So I guess he was speaking from the perspective of comments or wherever he heard it from, that people were saying that the blacks is not going to handle Puff Daddy in jail, that the blacks don't handle their business. And I don't know where you dudes get this from with all these crazy accounts as the blacks scare the Mexicans scare the blacks don't handle their business, only the Mexicans handle their business. So we gonna just, you know what I'm saying, settle this right here, right now. So check this out. The blacks definitely handle their business. The blacks do not allow no snitching. The blacks do not allow no pedophiles. The blacks is gonna handle that. Certain black cards, not no Crips, not no Bloods or active gang members, are allowing anything sexual, depending on where you at. As far as in that feds, if you get caught and you a gang member, you're gonna get butchered. That's just how it go. That's just what it is. I don't care if you a booty bandit. The only dudes in the feds that are allowed to get away with the booty bandit stuff are the guys from DC. And that's no shot at DC, you feel me? Chocolate City, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The DC dudes, you feel me? They push that knife in there. They're very aggressive, you know what I'm saying? They'll go at it with whoever. They go at it with each other, you know what I'm saying? And they be on man, you know what I'm saying? They will bend a man over and take them yams, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, they will get that booty. Second, Gangsta Collectives, you know what I'm saying? He, you know what I'm saying, basically was like, no, you know, the blacks gonna handle their business, you feel me? You know, people have different politics and, you know, things do waver, you know what I'm saying? We all have different politics, but let's just throw it out there, though. It is what it is, and we not throwing no shots at nobody. We all do have different politics. And they have politics that we don't abide by, and we have politics that they don't abide by. And you just got to juggle what is the lesser two evils, because the Southsiders, they have the right to tell on you. They can snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? They can tell on you, and it's called a war strategy. It's a call of war strategy. If you go kill one of them or pop on one of them, they can get on the stand and tell on you, and it ain't going to be nothing that happens. Or versus if a black go tell on one of them or a black tell on somebody, you know that's considered snitching. You a rat, the blacks is gonna handle you. It ain't no war strategy that you put one of them away. So what I guess he was hinting at is what they don't allow is no sexual activity and stuff like that. But to a degree, that's a lie, because I was in YA and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with Southsiders, you know what I'm saying, and Northsiders, Bulldogs, and all type of stuff, and I can call into question a lot of like activity that was questionable. Not really with the Norths so much, but Southsiders, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like Bulldogs with the Ron Flom and little stuff like that. And I'm not throwing no shots, but I'm just telling you my experience and what from and things from what I know as well. The Norths, they are very militant, but they do things that people could and would fancy that's police-ish, as far as like on the tip of like collecting intelligence, you know, and writing stuff down and kites and stuff like that can be caught, you know what I'm saying, in searches and from the police. But this is their intelligence, you know what I'm saying? This is stuff that they do, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Well, versus, you know, we might just see something and be mindful of it, you know what I'm saying, and remember it cipherly, and might, you know, chat about it, you know what I'm saying, and converse with it amongst another comrade, depending on what's going on. So like I said, we ain't got to get all deep into it, you know. It's their politics, our politics, and some things don't go, and that's just the way, you know what I'm saying, things is. But what I wanted to get to is something that had happened at USP Polock. USP Polock is designated in Louisiana. Polock, Louisiana. That is one of the joints that is rocking for the federal prisons, where dudes ain't playing that. Dudes get butchered at. You know what I'm saying? They putting that work in. So here's the situation. It was a situation up there to where it was a homie from Hoover. He was an out-of-town Hoover. A Hoover from like Oklahoma. I think he was out of Oklahoma, if I serve myself correctly. Or like Texas. You know, they got a lot of Hoovers up that way. However, he was on the yard, they was in a building or whatever, and you know that spice is a real big epidemic, you know what I'm saying, in the feds, whatever. You know, people like smoking on that spice. They be turning it into all type of animals. I done seen people turn into snakes. I done seen people turn into chickens and start pecking. I done seen somebody, you know what I'm saying, say they seen God and was talking to God right in front of you. I done seen dudes hop off the tier, you know what I'm saying, land on their feet from a second tier, hop down, land on their feet, duck, roll, pop back up, and start shooting like they was in a game of Black Ops. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people do all type of stuff. If you know what the spice is, the stuff you smoke on the paper, if you know, you know. So it was a dude from Oklahoma, Hoover, you know what I'm saying? He was in, I forget what block he was in Polock. But Norths at that time, they had the sack. They had the most powerful spice on the yard. You know what I'm saying? They was getting to that bag, getting that money. This Oklahoma Hoover dude, you feel me, from my understanding, he really didn't have that much money, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? And he got it in his mind that the Nortes was a lick. And everybody know in jail that thieving is an ultimate no. Thieving can end your career. So the Nortes was going around getting their money, you know, selling it, you know what I'm saying? They was the only ones that had that power pack as far as the spice on the yard at this time. So one day, the Nortes leave and go out to child. The dude from Oklahoma Hoover, he stayed back in the unit. So if you know they got child movements, the child movements be like an hour movement, 2 hour movement type thing, you know what I'm saying? Because they got to call every block depending on how many units is on the yard at this prison. So the Nortes, you know what I'm saying, they leave out, go to child when their unit was called. Dude from Oklahoma Hoover stay back. When he see they walk out the building, he sure that they out the building, they on the walk to child, he sneak in their cell, search through their cell, go through their stuff. You know, convicts think alike. So versus the police going in your cell to search and try to find something, he go in their cell, you know what I'm saying, hit the lotto, find out where they got the spice at. He hit them for it. He's selling some, but mostly, you know what I'm saying, he's a spice head, you know what I'm saying, he's blowing it, he's around there high, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, doing his Dougie. He really ain't sharing with nobody. Other Crips and Hoovers that was in the building, they know what's going on. They didn't have a problem with it. They didn't have a problem with him stealing and getting away with it as long as they can get a bite out of it. He wasn't sharing with nobody, so this was took to the yard amongst the Hoovers. It was a lot of Hoovers up there, and we know it is what it is. We know how the Hoovers get, you know what I'm saying, when the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying, get deep, you know what I'm saying, the Hoovers be on their own thing, like, you know what I'm saying, Hoover business, you feel me, like, you know, they'll separate themselves. So, you know, they got on their Hoover stuff. They didn't let no other Crips on the yard know and nobody else know what was going on, you feel me, and they went and took it to the big dog, who was supposed to have the Hoover car on the yard, which I think it was either Fred Mac or Fred Dog. It was either Fred Mac or Fred Dog, whichever one was in the feds, you feel me? So if I got the name wrong, one was in the state, one was in the feds, but I want to say it was Fred. It might have been Fred Dog, you know what I'm saying, from Hoover, 7'4" or 5'9". One of them was from 7'4", one of them was from 5'9". I think if I serve myself correct, it might have been the one that was from 7'4", you know what I'm saying. The other Hoovers on the yard took the problem to Fred Mac, like, hey, look, the boy in there, you know what I'm saying, hitting the Norton days, you know what I'm saying, stealing their stuff. You feel me? Bam. From my understanding, Fred Dog had the bright idea too, like, oh shit, if he hit and he got that power pack that they got, he gonna have to break the big dog off. He gonna have to pay taxes, you feel me? They run down on a young dude from Oklahoma. Bam, like, hey, look, this what it is, you know, you stealing, you know, that's really like a violation, you feel me? But we ain't even tripping. If they don't know it is what it is, you know, be careful type situation, but you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, break off and give to the cause, because if something happened, we gonna have to be the ones that have your back. Off the back, from my understanding, old boy bucked and was like, man, I'm not giving up nothing, bro. I'm the one that's taking the risk going in there, getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like basically, like, shit, man, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, I do this, but you know what y'all looking for, you know, I'm not gonna do that. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm taking a risk, and you know it is what it is. You feel me? So, from my understanding, the Hoover's like, all right, you know what? Fuck you. You get caught, you on your own. That was a no-no right there, because it shouldn't have been no willing and dealing. Once they found out that he was stealing before the North Days was even notified, they supposed to boo-bopped him, got him up out of there, you know what I'm saying, for doing that, because you don't even try to see if he gonna get away with this and allow this to be a problem or leakage. They tell him, you on your own, you continue doing that, they catch you, it is what it is. Old boy strike like another time or two. Same scenario. They walk the child, he go in there, bop, boop, bop, get on. Northeast start catching on that they stuff coming up short, they getting clipped. So they like, it can't be the police because ain't nobody went to the hole, our cell ain't got raided, ain't nobody got locked up, the door ain't been locked, they ain't called us down to the lieutenant office or anything like that, So it's some funny activity, suspicious activity going on. So we know it gotta be somebody in this unit that's clipping us. So you know what the Northeast do? The Northeast get bright as hell, get the brightest idea, and this is what they do. So everybody know that's been in the feds, money on the yard is stamps, mailer stamps, or books of stamps. That's the money on the yard. That's what everybody carry around. That's what everybody got on them. That's what you're gonna get paid if you hit a ticket. You know what I'm saying? That's what people buying. That's what's in demand. That's the currency. You know what I'm saying? That's the currency on the compound. The Northeast put like 30 books of stamps on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what compound you own, that can be anywhere from $100 to $200 in stamps. They put them on a floor in the cell. They get some wax, lay the wax down there on the floor, and they buff their cell, and they buff the mailing stamps into their floor. They buff the mailing stamp. They buff the mailing stamps into their floor. Wax them in there. You know what I'm saying? Bam. From the passerby, if you come by, walk by, look in they cell, or if they cell open and you look down there, it's gonna look like it's a gang of stamps just on the floor. For you gonna be looking like, damn, what's all these stamps doing on the floor? One day, after this is buffed in the floor, they keep their floor like that. They slide out the child. Same scenario. They not even tripping. They slide out the child. The spice thief strikes again. Goes to make sure they go to child, make sure nobody ain't looking, slide up in the cell. This time, the Northeast, they walked out of eyesight. They walked down the compound a little bit down the sidewalk and bust a U-turn coming back to the unit as if they forgot their IDs to go to child. And they slide back in the unit. When they slide back in the unit, or once they coming back towards the unit, dude from Hoover had a lookout. I don't know who the lookout was, never asked who the lookout was, don't remember who the lookout was, if I heard who the lookout was. They tell him, hey, the dude's coming back, they coming back. The lookout hit the cell, he hit the cell, but he don't want to be caught or seen being a lookout because it can be treason and bloody for him. He hit the cell a few times and spin off. Dude in there on the floor, he on Spice as he's in the cell trying to steal Spice, but he get detoured when he see the books and stamps buffed in the floor. He's trying to dig them out the floor. They not coming out the floor. It's not registering his mind why these not coming up. He just think he's so high that they not coming out the floor. The Northeast come upstairs, come in they cell. Who do they find? They find the spice thief right there on the floor trying to pick stamps out the floor. They see him, they look at him. One of them turn around, go downstairs, holler at the Crips like, hey, bro, y'all homie in our cell, bro, you feel me? Our shit been coming up missing. We ain't been knowing who been stealing it, you feel me? We set a booby trap. He fell for it, we think he the one. Like, what's the deal? Y'all need to handle y'all business. And these was all Hoovers they was talking to. From my understanding, it was a dude that I was on the yard with at another prison. I was at Adwater with him, named Rip, from New Jersey, Fados Hoover. He supposed to have the unit. He looked right at the Northeast and told them, so what? What you telling us for? The Northeast like, what you mean? Bro, that's y'all homie. Y'all gonna handle him or what? He tell the Northeast, like, man, shit, that's y'all problem. Y'all handle it. The Northeast like, what? Oh, yeah? Okay. What they do? Northeast, he go back upstairs, let his homie know what was said. They go to work quick. Butchery. Put that 9 inches in him, 2 9-inch slabs in him, go to work on him. Don't know how many times they hit him, they kill him. Once they find the body, have it find a body, it go on lockdown, the whole prison go on lockdown, get the body out of there, take the Nortes up out of there. The whole compound went in the uproar. So on that compound, the Nortes is not even really plentiful. And on that compound, they kind of have alliance with the blacks and or the Crips and Bloods, you know what I'm saying, on some California type time. But still, that does not give them the right to butcher one of ours, and that does not give us the right to butcher one of theirs. We handle our own. In that situation, they was gave a freebie and they took it and executed. All the Crips on the compound wanted to take off and remove the Northerners, but the Hoovers told the Crips on the yard that it was Hoover business. They handled it how they see fit. Everybody was on the yard was mad. Every car in the feds, 50 states of the United States of America, everybody was mad. Definitely the DCs. The DCs is pushing like 400 deep. They was already having a little friction with Crips here and there. They wanted to push. They came down to the Crips, got at the Crips like, hey, what's going on? These are some Mahendes, these is Mexicans. Let's take off on them. The Crips like, hey, look, he was from Hoover at the end of the day. We hollered at the Hoovers. The Hoovers said that they basically allowed it to go. The DC dudes and other blacks on a compound couldn't understand it. Like, what you mean? How y'all allow another race to put their hands on some blacks? But they was like being firm, like some Mexicans to put their hands on some black. That's a no-no. Like, we don't do that. Let's blow this. Us all together is about 800 blacks on the compound. This is when the compound, this is in the South, is rural, where the blacks is deep. Let's tarnish and trash them and get them up out of here. The blacks was like, man, it's on the Hoovers. The DCs and the other cars wasn't feeling that. It created a lot of friction, and that led to other little things, because it basically just opens up a floodgate for people to feel like that was weakness. So other things start happening, other stabbings between DCs and Crips and Bloods, you know what I'm saying, later on down the line. When that incident happened at the prison I was at, Adwater, we had it to where anybody that came from that prison that was on that side of the yard who didn't move, we was gonna move on them, even though the Hoovers had laid that stipulation out there. But they was still riding as Crips. So, you know, a lot of homies and the Hoovers that was up there on the yard I own on the yard that I was on, have felt at liberty to avenge this dude, because there was a lot of out-of-town Hoovers on these yards, and you know they wasn't feeling that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to lay out for y'all, you know what I'm saying? That was the scenario in the situations where the blacks didn't handle their business and allowed the Mexicans to get the freebie, and it wasn't no sanctions behind it. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail.
Gate, I ain't social media built, and I vouch for my motherfucking self. True street nigga, good in every hood. A little book, smart, extensive vocabulary capacity, and a lot of common sense. 5% fuck nigga, 95% solid nigga. Therefore, if you claiming you 100, you's a goddamn lie. Why? Cause I'm the realest nigga I know.